Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of the indicator store, and today let me explain how to filter the signals of an indicator. In this case it is the TIS Supertrail, but this is valid for any indicator. We can use the same indicator to filter itself. Like for example, let's say here we can see this is a very tight adjustment where we get a lot of signals. But if we apply the same indicator twice and use the same indicator to filter the signals, for example, let's say that on the second Supertrail we use a maybe 3.5 multiplier, so the lines are not so close to the price action. Instead of going long and short and long and short, this one enters long, there is no change. Okay, but what if we filter the signals of the fast system using the slow system? It is more simple if we move the filter indicator to the downside, and then we check when this one is in long mode, we only take the longs. Okay, so this long is the first of the move. This one is in short mode, so we don't take this long, but we also don't take this short, and then we can take this long and another long. Okay, the shorts are avoided because the second instance is on long mode. For this short, the filter is on short mode, so this one is also okay. There is no long, there is no short because this is on long mode, and this long signal is not in sync because this is in short mode. Okay, so that means this short should be executed. Okay. This is just an example. Now, how can we do that? In this example, this indicator has a parameter trend, a plot trend, that we can see the value is -1, and here it is 1. That means that this indicator is not only useful to create the signals uptrend and downtrend, but we can also use the trend with, we already saw, values of +1 or -1. So we can use this parameter to filter the signals of the other two parameters, end long, those signals, and end short of the other indicator. How can we do that? Well, we need to copy the plots. We are going to use a beta version of markers, so I can also show, if you download the current markers, if you have markers 2025, you can download the update. Markers 2025 has no changes, only a few different, a few bugs corrected, and then we have the markers beta version that has a few more settings, like for example that the menu is placed over the chart, and you can see it is semi-transparent. Okay, and also when the chart is not big enough, you can see that all the values are present. Okay, instead on the old version, when the menu has no space, it is removed, so we don't have way to. And also there's also another important feature that most of you have asked is when we want to have several to trade several signals at the same time, usually, let's say that we have 4 different setups, no? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Trading different signals from different indicators. The problem was the order. There is a typo here. But the idea is, you can see we have 1, 3, 2, 4. And each time we refresh the window, I don't know why it changes the order. Instead, using the other method, now the order remains, okay? And I mean, if you refresh the chart, you can see that they are not aligned, okay? But we can lock the order with an input parameter, okay? I want 1 on the first place, 2 on the second place, 3 on the third place, and 4 on the fourth place. That way, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I refresh, and that never changes anymore, okay? Also, maybe we want the menu a little more to the downside. So we have space to see maybe the banner or maybe the indicators that we have placed. For example, here we have the Supertrail, and you can see it is not visible. Or we can control from the panel number 1. We can set the offset. On the other panels, no, only on the panel number 1. So maybe I want 50 pixels, okay, or maybe we want 100 pixels. That's crazy, but we have the option to move the menu to any place, okay? It is semi-transparent, and you can also control the transparency or the opacity from the settings. I guess it was here on the panel settings. We can change this to 20. Okay, and now they are completely transparent. That depends on what do you prefer. Okay, I need to select a valid account. Okay, playback, a valid ATM, for example this one, and that's all. Okay, and the order never changes. Now let's go back to how to do this on any markers, okay? So first of all, I need to copy the signals, those signals. So I need to use copy. The signals, those triangles in color, this color, the end long will be a short signal, okay? So we need to copy the end long. Marker copy. And this is my long signal, and it is the indicator TIS Supertrail, sorry. The plot is the end short. End short is a long, okay? End short. And the parameters are 14, 50, and 1.5. 14, 50, 1.5. Okay? And we should get a dot. Let's make it big. Okay, and maybe a triangle up. Yes, much better. And now we can do the same with the shorts. So we can copy, paste, and create the short signals. Short signals. It is the other plot. And long. And we can also change the color to red. It is a triangle down. Okay. Triangle down. This is visual. Okay, we can choose anything. It will work again if we select the incorrect object. Okay, now we can automate those signals. We need to specify that those are signals. Okay, so this is the method number one. We can copy this as a fast signal, okay, long signal, and short signal. Okay, now we add markers. And we specify the name of the signals, long signal, short signal. We also need to check that the links IDs are the same. Where we copy, the link ID is 1, and where I use the signal, the link ID is also 1. So we copy with the fast signal mode, and then we execute. Okay? By now, I am not using this filter. So I need to use the filter. So we can copy this Supertrail, copy, and we can use the name filter. What I copy is the same indicator, TIS Supertrail, and the parameters in this indicator are 14, 50, 3.5. 3.5. And the plot I copy is the trend. The trend has possible values of +1 or -1. Okay? So I want to show this copied signal on a new panel at the bottom, like this. Shorts on this side, longs on this side. Okay? We can remove this other indicator because we are not using it anymore. And now we can add the filter to these markers, where we specify that the filter is equal 1 for longs, or filter is equal -1 for shorts. Okay? Because we can see here is 1, here is -1. So now, if we execute a few trays from 8:45, we need to select an account. We are on playback, okay? Playback. Also, let's move this to the downside. It is more visible. Maybe 10 ticks, 20. Yes, that's much better. I also don't want to see this panel, so we can turn off the panel. Okay? Now I need an ATM. We can use this one. And also set this to automatic. Okay. It is waiting for the filter. So we need this to be working. We need an input data feed. Okay. The feed is moving. Now we know that we are longs enabled because this is 1. Okay. So the following long should be executed. Only if I enable the longs and enable the shorts. So let's increase the speed. If this level is broken, we get a long.
Order filled.
Okay, now we get a long. And what about the short? A short is not executed
Target filled.
until this turns to short. Okay, so there are no shorts by now. This is one of the possible methods. And also we have the option to turn off the filter so it executes all the signals, not taking into account the filter. The other method is, because the problem of this method is that we see all the signals, even if they are or not executed. So we can do something different. Instead of copying the signals as fast signals, we can copy them as variables in this way. When we copy, instead of use as fast signal, we can copy it in this way. Okay. Now we have a variable, not the fast signal. Okay. And then we can use a logic where we check if long signal is greater than 0. Long signal is this now. And the value of long signal is nothing when there is no signal, or the price where it is painted. I don't care about the price. I am only interested if it is greater than 0. And we can try this when we have a when when long signal is greater than 0, it is painting the background. Okay, but I also want to check that the filter, this filter is +1. In this case, this is not valid because here it is -1. So only this signal is valid. So we can add and filter is 1. Okay, and now when we click on apply, only this is valid. Okay, and even more, we can create a fast signal. And the fast signal can have the same name, long signal. Usually I try to avoid using the same name for the signal than the fast signal, but it works, okay? Usually I prefer create a different name, go long, and change inside markers that I am going to execute the go long signal. Go long, go short. But they can have the same name. And now we can do the same for the shorts. Let's change the name, the color of this histogram to green because it is long. And now we can create a short by copy and paste. And the only thing I need to change is that short signal is greater than 0. But also the filter is equal to -1. When this is true, we paint the background in color red. We create a fast signal go short. And also paint this histogram in color red. Okay? Where are the shorts? I made a mistake. Filter equal -11. This is never true because we have a short signal. So in this logic, filter is equal to -1. Okay? And now we have this short filtered by this condition. Let me check if we can place all together on the same panel. Yes. So it uses less space. And now we don't need to use the filter because the signals are already filtered. The only problem is I don't have control over filtering or not. I need to edit the logic. Okay. Let's see if it executes this. No, this short should not be executed. Only this long and this long. So we can go to 6:45. Go to 6:45. Okay. And play. It is on automatic. Longs and shorts are enabled. The filter is off because the signals are already filtered. We can increase the speed.
Order filled. Target filled.
Short
Order filled.
ignored.
Target filled.
Okay? So that's the way of how we can filter the signal of an indicator, any indicator by itself, just making it slower. Okay, hope this video has been useful. If you have any question or comment, we have a chat room on Discord. The access is free and the instructions to login are on the description of this video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.